super difficult to try and set everything up. And sort of. the horse one.
Yeah.
And I think the marching one is hilarious.
Yeah, because you're just like...
Yeah, because you're just like... And the Waluigi one where he's making the different poses and you have to make them too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes, like, he'll do like, ha! And you'll have to raise your switch thing in the air to make your character do that. Or he'll do this and you'll have to do that too. It's pretty funny. And then I like the window washing one too.
Yeah, because obviously the music. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. At the end, yeah.
So much fun. Yeah. That's a really fun game.
And then I've only watched...
It looks like Scott has been replaced by a dog.
Yes,
he has.
Barley cast magic missile.
I'm trying to figure...
Because Shep would be the more, like, regal wizard-like...
Shep,
My
you're
will cast
playing a
magic
ranger,
missile.
right?
Oh, ranger, yes. Ranger.
Ranger?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want
Apathy and safety. How do I turn on? I don't know what
You shake? Do you do shake?
Yeah, for
There you go.
shake.
Everybody's on now. Hello.
Shaky.
Yep, I see Ari. Can you still hear us, Reese?
Reese?
Sorry.
I'm here.
Ari
I don't know about Reese.
Yeah, he was here a second ago, but if you're talking, Reese, we can't hear you. Just heads up. And we are live, by the way.
We're live!
What's up?
That means only use your fake names. We're using our made-up names.
What's up,
I'm Spider-Man then.
What's up, interwebs? While we're waiting for a few people, and we're casting a transmutation spell on our person. Quick reminder: we are doing
Polymorph.
Extra Live 2018 this year. We've got like 2 more weeks. It's coming up pretty quick.
It's 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah.
November 3rd. So if you guys want to participate, whether through donations, simply sharing, it all goes to the Kids Children's Miracle Network, and it goes to the benefiting sick kids. One thing that I've done in the past that might help others is if you do have a work, a lot of times they have a charity budget, and if you just say, hey, by the way, here's a great charity, a lot of times they have stuff in their budget and they'll throw $200-300 at it. So again, none of it comes to us. It all goes to Extra Life. It goes to, not Extra Life, but it goes to Children's Miracle Network directly. And you can write off on your taxes. So that's
It's for a good cause. Do it.
help the kids. So
He's a clean boy. He's a good boy. Clean your own damn sheets. Please let me watch your house.
Please let me sleep in your bed.
I'm lost. What is this from?
That's
Adam Sandler and Chris Farley. It's a SNL skit.
like he's doing an advertisement for like doing house sitting or like doing chores around your house. And he's like, then Adam Sandler's like very calm and he's like, please let me watch your house. And like he's acting all sweet, and then all of a sudden it zooms out and Chris Farley, who's like being his dad, is there, and he's like he's a good boy. He doesn't get into anything. Let him watch your house. And like every time he's like yelling at the camera, Adam Sandler's trying not to break. It's hilarious.
Nice.
Oh, other announcement. 26th is going to be the next time we do our Friday campaign, so there will not be one this week. So if you're looking forward to tomorrow's game, then you're wrong.
Then you're SOL.
So, but you're welcome to look at any of the videos on demand. You can find those on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. Or
Catch up on an
Periscope.
episode you missed of this, because you're missing a lot. There's always a lot that goes on.
If you go back far enough, you get daily... Never mind. Let's see.
No.
Teaser. You have to go to find out.
You get a daily.
Fill in the blank. Leave a comment. Like, subscribe. Tell us what you found.
You get a daily high five.
Is there something? No. But
A daily high five.
We'll pretend there
camera.
is.
we'll pretend there is.
I'm gonna start it. Daily high five. Number 1. Right into the camera.
Oh, I'll put my hand back here so then
Oh, there
there's
we
a
go.
little bit more.
And the transmutation spell is complete.
Thanks for me there, buddy.
Polymorph.
I cast magic missile.
I don't have that spell, but good try.
I can't entertain myself.
Dodger tried to shoot it with a bow. Which didn't try.
Invisibility.
Hey, there's a lot of spell slots here. Make sure you mark those
So I'm
down.
gonna take a long rest.
Actually, I can shoot a sleep spell with my bow.
Yeah.
See? Now you're sleeping. Well, it takes a few minutes, but
Eventually you bleed out
eventually
and then
you sleep.
He stopped twitching.
Oh,
He's
right.
sleeping. That's the REM cycle kicking in.
Go.
Which is my favorite band.
REM cycle.
I just love closing my eyes and listening to REM Cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So last time,
Talk.
like all of the
Talk.
I have to keep talking.
I have to wait.
So last time the party. Yeah. Okay.
We're good.
All right. Good. All right. I can stop talking now.
Good.
Last time the party finished up their work in Luskin, they were
I was waiting.
given a free teleport back to Waterdeep. Those of them who were left after Lunera was taken away by demons, devils. Distinction, devils.
Yep.
Now
That's an hellish racism.
yes, it is. The party ended up staying the night at the Wandering Blank Inn. That changed depending on who was looking at the sign. And Brom found that his disease had kicked in, and he got very, very sick, to the point where they had to find a priestess to help heal them, and they found one in the temple of Telona,
You have
which is the
contracted
goddess of
dysentery.
poisons and diseases. Yeah,
Syphilis.
syphantary.
Syphantary.
It was like both. It was
Guilantary.
It was bad.
Was it contagious?
Yes.
It sounds very.
We all died.
Yeah, we met a Shatter Kai.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
they are pretty cool. I'll show you.
Is
What
that
they look
anything like a shy guy?
like. Damn it! Now I wish they would have worn a mask. After that, they found out some information from the Council of Waterdeep that and kind of matched it up with the information that they were given by Lilith, and had a location for Varam the White, who has been looking for his missing dragon mask, apparently, that was stolen by the Zentarum. That led them all the way to the Serpent Hills and to Fourskire Bridge is the name of the town, but calling it a town is very iffy because it's more of a put-together tent town than anything else. There they were able to get the location of Varam and where kind of his general direction where he headed off to, and they were also able to help the people of the town by fighting off a couple giants that decided to show up. And now we start up with the party in the aftermath of that battle. What do you guys want to do next? Are we staying here the night? Are we heading out?
I thought we had agreed to stay the night because I took a long rest last time.
Yes.
Okay.
So we must have stayed the night.
Yeah.
I know you guys did take a long rest, but I can't remember if you guys went on the road and took a long rest.
I thought we did get on the road actually.
You're right. We did.
It was
We
maybe like
went.
2 days or something.
That's right.
Yeah, so you guys were on the road and you guys have taken a long rest. I need a survival check from whoever is going to be tracking.
Those goes.
Vanish. I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
Reese, yeah, I think
He's probably got better survival. I don't have survival focus or anything, so.
you don't have it trained.
Ranger, are you?
My survival's a
I just shoot stuff. I don't find it.
He's a city slicking ranger.
We still have a +3 to survive.
I got a +4. I beat all of you.
He knows how to track cats.
What does Thornock have?
+6.
Dang. All right, Thornock, lead the way.
I got +2.
Failed an 18 on my survival check.
Okay.
Yeah, since I'm a natural explorer, not a natural tracker.
I mean,
I rolled a total of 18.
all right. So between the elf and the half orc, Ari and Thornock are able to discern kind of the individual trail. It looks like Varam went kind of northeast, I believe it is.
I'd like to have a moment with Ari, if that's okay,
Sure.
while we're tracking.
Go ahead.
Moment.
So while we're tracking, turn to Ari, and I say, "You don't like that I killed my captain?"
I say, I'm generally opposed to killing
Generals.
unarmed people that are our prisoners, yes.
He put me in a cage. That's why I did it.
I say, perhaps it's time you learn to forgive and find peace. You have to kill everyone who wrongs you. You'll never find peace in this life, my friend.
Who says I'm looking for peace?
Just pieces.
And that's it. I walk away.
Okay, and you guys start following the trail north by northeast, kind of moving along. After 2 days of relatively normal travel, you guys take some time. You can do a little bit of magic research and development.
For your earring.
I have for the earring just...
Yeah, for those of you who are working on magic items, you get a couple days worth of
was I assisting you
work
on
on that.
If you wanted to, if we aren't doing anything else, then it was...
Yeah, it's 25 gold a day, or you can roll an Arcana
as
to
well
get extra.
to make the things.
17.
So yeah, that'll just be 25 gold. So between the three of you, you get 150 gold total towards that magic item.
Okay, let me write
So
it
that's
down.
75 each day.
So you're gonna roll mine.
No, if you want to roll, you can get extra,
more, yeah.
but you can also fail the day and lose that.
I'm
Equipment.
pretty good sleight of hand.
It's Arcana, actually.
Arcana.
So far-
well, I was doing that. I was crafting the actual
Oh, yeah.
devices, and then they were gonna do the
Okay.
enchanting.
So in the one
I
day,
can use sleight of
I
hand
don't-
for that if you want.
Okay.
in the 2 days that we went, you saved, and we did 125 worth.
16.
16? Yeah, 150.
150 gold for the
Yeah.
2 days,
Because neither of you quite made enough to get an extra.
which would be the
extra
equivalent of, let's be
I rolled a
4,
four,
5, 6.
so-
That's 6 days.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
So
You
that'd
all
be 6
worked,
days.
yeah, you all worked on it together. So on about midday, the second day, you guys have been traveling through this kind of cracky cragland and everything, and you actually, in the distance, you see kind of this shimmering figure appear. Kind of this big wave of heat just comes up, and the silhouette appears, and you all kind of just watch as it coalesces and eventually forms completely back into a familiar-looking tiefling woman.
Lunera!
Oh, that's me?
Yep. What happened to you in Hell is between you and Hell, and whatever you wanted to explain to the people in the party. But has anything changed about your character, about your armor, about your weapons, or anything?
It's probably smoldering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got like burn patches on it and everything.
I exclaim, "What the hell?"
What's your language?
I just run up
At the
and
risk of getting burned, I run
go
up
in
and
for an
I
awkward
I-
hug.
I give her a big hug.
So Akio comes in, they do like this weird like half hug thing, and then all of a sudden Ari just slips around Akio and just wraps you up.
And then I just grab both of them. And go, yeah.
I say, "Welcome back, friend.
Thank
We
you.
were afraid that the demon wouldn't, or the devil, sorry, wouldn't hold true to his word, but I'm glad to see there is honor even amongst devils, apparently."
Devils have to keep their word, otherwise something bad will happen to them.
Otherwise, we'd be no better than demons. Casual hell racism right there.
What
Let's
he
not
said.
talk about imps.
What the DM said, guys.
The DM said.
Wait, who's that?
I just kind of look deep into her eyes and I'm like, hey.
Hey. This is strange. Everything okay?
Did we lose them? Because that makes
I say,
Oh, there we go.
is there anything you want to tell us about what you've been through, or would you rather...
Are you pressing me in the back?
I think we can skip out on my story for a little bit. I'll give me some time and I can tell you a little bit, but it's definitely not for the faint of heart. I can tell you that.
I'll buy you the first round of drinks when you're ready to tell your story.
My mouth
Sounds
salivates.
good.
Actually, I'll just buy all your drinks.
The hair on
for
the back of my
night.
neck pops up as I
Thanks.
hear the
I
mention of
appreciate
gossip
that.
somewhere in the countryside.
Like a prairie dog.
So,
Like when the kid touches the thermostat.
what's been happening with you
gas sense
guys?
goes off.
Yeah.
We're tracking Varun the White. He's looking for a dragon mask, which will allow you to talk to the dragon and get them on your side. Potentially. That's what the cult's been using. So,
How to train
we're in a
dragon.
race to get it, or kill this guy, or whatever, I don't know.
Or it's the
So-
end of the world. Got it. Okay.
Or the end of the world. Yep, what as per usual.
Nothing like the norm.
Yep.
All right.
So, So while I'm sitting there being hugged by both Akio.
I love how this entire conversation happened and you're still all hugging.
I whispered all of my conversation in your guys' ears.
Yep. Continue.
This is getting very awkward.
I'm leaning closer and closer.
But at each of them in turn and say, next time either of you are thinking about making a deal with someone, please consult with us first.
I mean, it was kind of a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah.
I had to make the deal in order to save your guys' asses from, the general.
Agreed. High five.
And we appreciate the noble sacrifice, but we don't want any martyrs.
I will try to talk things out with you before I do the things I want to do.
And even things.
I want to just be the first god of alcohol. So if I have to be a martyr for that, then so be it.
I'm pretty sure you are the first god of alcohol.
Right, put that in your song.
There is a thunder crack in the distance.
Write it in your song, hurry.
Is it a drunken thundercrack?
It was supposed to be closer.
No, it just sounds like this.
He slipped.
It just sounds like
Parnagas flying in the distance. No, wrong one.
All right, now the party is all back together. You guys continue your journey north by northeast, which is the lesser known of the two movies.
Yeah.
Not quite as good.
I'm singing
it
a.
has Barlin Mando in it.
I'm singing a.
Marlon Mando is an amazing fantasy name. I'm actually writing that down.
As we're all back together, I'll be singing the "Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend." I'll do this chorus.
I haven't heard that song in years.
Somebody to lean on.
Very popular in hell, but they're like 50 years behind. Because that's the people that get down there are like older, right?
Yeah, they died, so
would
they
be
take their
behind.
tunes with them.
Yeah, like they just got rock and roll, like the Beatles, and they're just like, holy crap, this is amazing! Nothing will ever top this.
It's true.
I've heard
it's all downhill from there.
Is quite entertaining.
Yeah.
I can't wait to listen to them.
All right, so continuing along.
Yes, I'm going to keep an eye out for rooftops or smoke or any sign of life.
Okay. Let's go ahead and just get a round of perception checks then.
Oh boy.
Yes, I'm keeping this dice.
9.
12.
As well.
18.
18. What was that, Colby?
Thornock got 24.
24. Okay. So, Thornock is the first to spot it, probably because he's walking a little bit farther ahead. In fact, he may not have stopped when Lunera appeared. I'm not exactly sure.
I just patted her on the head.
As he passes by. Okay.
As I'm being held between
There was a flame. There was a
and
flame. He was
Ari.
putting out the flame.
You were hugging everyone, and I just walked by and just.
I was just caught in the middle. It was, I gotta say,
Caught in a trap.
kind of
From
awkward.
sandwich.
I'm caught in a trap.
So,
Thank you
Thornock
for being
notices
a friend.
ruins in the distance.
Ruins.
Ruins.
Why are you saying it that way?
Trying to get on camera?
Get down. Get down.
Hey,
Put my face down.
look at those.
Look at those. It just points at the ruins.
Hey guys. Just make sure everyone's aware.
Okay.
That's all I said.
So everybody sees there's a bunch of ruined buildings. It looks like there used to be an old town here. And it's about maybe about half a mile away at this point, and it looks like it leads to this this kind of cliff face. And that from the distance you can't see anything other than just kind of this general like sheer cliff face.
Like going up or like an edge of the world type?
Going up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does the trail head into the ruins? I assume the trail that we're
yes, it
following.
does. Yep.
I say we double time it.
Say the trail is headed that way. They could be lying in wait for us. It could be an ambush.
Let's spring the trap.
The best way to defeat a trap is to spring it.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see?
Maybe we should scout.
Yeah, we should probably scout ahead first.
Once we get whatever 100 yards away or so, like I'd like to go in and scout it out.
I want to break off and sneak in and see if we can go. If Ari goes one way, try and go the other way.
Okay.
And see if I can see anything. Just keeping a distance.
Okay. All right. So
I'll cast invisibility on you.
When you get about 100 yards away, Ari breaks off to the left, and Braun goes right.
After I'm invisible.
Yes. Yeah. After you're invisible.
I look through the scope of.
Okay.
So you're invisible for.
So perception check from you.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
You got 1 minute of invisibility. So
let me roll for advantage. Just an 8.
Yeah. And then Ari, I need a stealth check from you, please.
18.
Natural 20. That's a 27 total.
That is a 23.
23. Okay. So as you guys are like getting ready, Akio is finishing casting the invisibility spell. Tavish raises his rifle up and looks through the scope. You see a couple ruined buildings that look like they've been in disrepair, and you do actually see an old camp that's been kind of it doesn't look abandoned, but it doesn't look like it's been used in a couple days.
Okay. Looks like there's a camp up ahead that's a few days old.
We'll check it out.
And so you two head off, sneaking around, kind of looking about the town. You don't find any outward signs of anybody who is lying in wait. Let's go ahead and get an investigation check from both of you.
I love this dice. Investigation.
Did you still Dornox? I think so.
7.
17 plus 5.
Okay, both of you look around, give it a very thorough looking through in the minute that you have and in the longer time that Ari probably has. But you do not find any sign of anybody currently. Like, there's nobody lying in wait or anything. You can see that the camp, it appears that there's a couple of bedrolls that have been just laid about, and there's an old fire that's kind of
when I come
been out for a while.
Bamf out, I guess I'll be kind of in that campground. I'll wave at them.
waste of a spell, and then I'll head up.
Okay. Everybody else gonna follow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the meantime, I've been watching the area to see if anyone's gonna like ambush me.
So, what
So
time of day is it, by the way?
it is about midday at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. Sun is pretty high in the sky. So you have your camp, which has the little fire pit in it, and then off to down maybe about 20 or 30 feet, there's an old well that seems kind of crumbled and everything, but has got it very clearly was kind of the well that this town was based around.
Now, is this one that is remind me this is a recognizable town, or is this a town that is not on the maps kind of thing?
It's not on the maps at all.
So
You can go ahead and roll me a history check.
Okay. See if I know
Kind of looking around.
2. So no.
You have never heard of this place?
I've never heard of this
Looking
place before.
around, is there like marks of like flame or like battle on the rocks and stone? Is it like torch or anything, or does it just look like old?
It just looks like an old ruin. It doesn't look like there's been any signs of battle. Ari, as you've been traveling kind of north of the camp, you do find that there is a let's see. Well, it's not a well, it's a fountain. Sorry, it's a ruined fountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fountain.
You do see that there is a what is it?
I'd like to check the fountain for coins.
Make a wishing well.
You do not find any coins.
Dang it.
Basically, at up part of the cliff face, you see that a rope ladder has been placed, and it leads up to this sort of plateau. And on either side of the plateau itself, kind of going from the top of that plateau all the way to the ground, are two large statues.
Dodger, get away from the garbage can.
So So there's two 40-foot high edifices carved into the cliffside. The left-hand one is a bearded human male wearing exotic clothes, but his face is smashed beyond recognition. And it holds a balance in its right hand and a cudgel strapped to its side, and its left hand is raised as if in warning. And then the Colossus to the right of the entrance is a young human male wearing similarly exotic clothing. The left half of his head is cracked off and lying at its feet. And the statue holds a shepherd's crook in its left hand and a sword at its waist, and its right hand is raised in warning as well. So they're just kind of, your standard Lord of the Rings giant statue.
Yeah. So it's bigger than a normal person would have been.
Oh yeah, it's 40 feet tall.
So it's not like...
Okay. Did you say there were signs of people having been camped here?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a camp to the south where your friends are kind of gathering around now.
But there's no tents or anything. It's just like...
There's just some bedrolls.
Fire. Oh, okay. There's actually, gear there still.
Just the bedrolls that you found. There's no, backpacks or any other sort of gear. Just a few scattered bedrolls and the fire pit that's been
inspect the bedrolls to see if there's any, telltale smells.
Okay, give me an investigate check.
17 plus 5.
You can't really tell that anything too particular about the bedrolls.
Like average human size.
Yeah, and they're not for large creatures. They're for normal humans. You can't really tell. They don't have any distinctive markings. They don't say property of or anything.
No, bones laying around like it's an ogre camp or something. Okay.
I want to climb up the rope ladder.
Okay, so as you approach the statues, you hear a sudden sound of grinding stone, and the two colossal figures' heads turn towards you. Even with their shattered visages, they just stare down at you.
I want to sit down and start drawing them in a book.
Okay. And you hear a deep, booming voice issue from both of them that seems to just be this kind of grinding earthen sound. And they say, "Halt! You come before Diderus, ether walker and conduit of clairvoyance. Behold ye now his wondrous triumphs. Diderus extends wisdom, and Diderus offers knowledge. Which do you seek?"
Offers what?
Let's say both.
Okay, let's see here.
I don't think there is.
I think we should talk this out, guys.
The statue on the left
Don't
says,
make a deal with
"Diderus
statues."
shall grant you what you seek." And then the one on the right continues and said, "But only if you heed him and continue to show proper respect." And then they both revert to their proper positions.
The penitent man kneels. Sorry, I can't help myself.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
So they both just move back into their proper position and return to lifeless stone.
Whoa.
Well, that was interesting.
Heed their warnings or directions? Sorry.
Only if you heed him and continue to show proper respect.
I walk up and kneel.
I turn to Akio and to and I say, do you know? Have you heard of this guy? Is he a wizard or something? Or Braun? Have you heard of?
What kind of checked him out?
History.
So we all do it. Just
19.
Oh yeah.
19.
21.
21. 20. Okay.
I have really good history.
17.
17.
Historically speaking.
Yeah, actually, you guys have all heard of Diderus. He was a great oracle. Back in ancient, recorded
Pre-ancient Greek times,
history.
he told us stuff.
Would you like to finish telling the story?
No, I'm telling it right now.
People would come from far and wide to ask him questions, and he would be able to speak to them and kind of see their futures.
All of our suits are speaking
Yeah.
in unison as we're saying.
Yeah.
In Corey's voice.
Yes, in the
Perfect.
voice.
All right.
Everyone's saying one word.
And then you also know that
And?
once he died, his palace was converted into a tomb.
I bet that's where we are. Do I get any sense of like magicalness?
Go ahead and roll me
The
an
whole
Arcana.
world.
Well, I mean,
I'm also gonna cast or do a ritual of detect magic.
26.
So as Brahm kneels and starts prepping his ritual to detect magic, Akio just does a quick kind of like sensory feeling, and you feel magic permeating throughout like the cliff face and deep into it.
Braun, there's definitely something here. Do this ritual so you can tell me exactly what
I look
it is.
like the last airbender doing like fire bending, but nothing's really actually happening.
Yeah, so you open up your eyes once your ritual is complete, and the entire area is permeated with magical enchantments, and there's illusions and all sorts of different like constant effects that are going on.
Okay.
Okay, so help me understand, like, so there's a rope ladder that goes up to a plateau.
Yep.
But the statues, the base of the statues don't start at the plateau. They start at ground level and go up the cliff.
Correct.
Face.
On either side of this. So it's like there was an alcove carved into the rock more than a plateau. I should say it like that. Basically 20 feet up, basically about the mid part of the statue. That's where the alcove is.
Are there
and the
any-
alcove continues for another 20 feet.
Are there any places in this area, like where we're at right now, that would indicate like an offering plate or?
No, there don't appear to be where you guys are currently.
Let's climb up the ladder.
I still want to climb up the ladder.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. RA scales up a ladder. There's no check or anything. It's just a normal rope ladder. It's pretty well secured. And you get up to the entrance, and you see that there is an open kind of door that's been kind of the tomb doors have been cracked open, and it leads deeper into
Damn kids, never
whatever this
closing
is.
the doors.
We gotta go in there. I'm feeling real good about this.
Alright, how's it look
guys.
up there? Is it safe?
I say there's a door to what appears to be a tomb or a dungeon of some kind.
He said it. He said the word.
Right.
Dungeon.
There must be a dragon in there.
I climb up the ladder.
I'll follow.
I'll go next.
Brahm, would you like to go?
I want to check around the doorway and inside the entrance for traps.
Okay. So while Ari is rolling her check for traps, the rest of you see that this kind of ante-chamber alcove, your detect magic is still going, so you see this illusion magic that is kind of cast over it.
Okay.
But everybody else sees just this. It looks very gilded, very well put together. The whole thing is like, there's intricate carvings. There's a couple like funeral alcoves that have some bones in them, things like that. And it all just looks very nice. And I'm actually going to put you all in that antechamber.
So while you're doing that, I'll just tell everybody to say, don't trust your eyes. It seems that there's very strong illusion magic going on here.
Which is actually just like that. So it's a smallish alcove, but it leads deeper in. Now, the thing that we're going to do, because everybody likes maps, is if somebody wants to be a cartographer, they can draw their own map. I'm not drawing your map this time.
I'm fine. Just going to.
Dear man, I'm good.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't need a map.
We good?
Yes.
Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, let's do it.
What was your trap check?
Teen. What was the beginning?
Een
as well.
La 19.
There we go.
There we go.
Alright.
It was just getting the very last part.
There don't appear to be any traps, but it does look like this door was forced open recently.
Do we see, like, is this a very dusty area? Do we see any kind of, like, tracks or movement?
Oh yeah, there's signs that all of the dust here has been disturbed within the last week.
Okay.
Brahm,
I'm gonna, as long as time as I have left, I want to just kind of search through them and see if there's any other doors or entrance exits from this antechamber that might be hidden by the illusory magic.
If you see anything dangerous, let me know and I will dispel it.
Well, how long does your detect magic
10
last? Take?
Let me know and I will run away.
Oh wait, hold on. It takes 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes to. It's one action to cast, and then 10 minutes for duration.
I just say
For 30 feet.
I have a feeling Verum came this way. I wonder what he was looking for.
Wisdom or knowledge of
Or
where his
knowledge.
dragon mask is, maybe.
Perhaps.
It seems a little short-sighted when you have access to wisdom and knowledge, but I don't know.
All right. So what's the plan? Continuing in?
Yeah, let's go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go in.
Brom, you go first.
I'll go
I desperately need wisdom.
Brom should go first
have
since
an
he can see all the magical illusions and traps potentially.
Up until it fizzles out, yes.
Yeah. You go first, Brom.
Sounds good. I got this. I'll take points, and someone be ready to bail me out.
I'll go behind him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go sneakily.
Sneakily.
I want to try and be stealthy like. Oh, whatever my next roll is, it was a 7. Womp.
So Ari and Brahm will enter the room first, with everybody else behind.
Do we need to do stealth checks or anything?
If you want to do stealth checks, you
14.
do. Okay, 14.
Stealthy.
I got a. Hold on.
As stealthy as you can be in a hallway.
8.
I got a natural 20.
All right. Thornock is the sneakiest of them all. Surprisingly.
It's because it's the new bed sheets. They were much less
Noisy.
swooshy sounding.
It's
Alright.
the loincloth.
So Ari and Brahm, you enter into the next room. It is a hallway with another door at the end. On either side of the door are statues, 3 each. 6 statues stand here, all of cowled wizards leaning on their staffs. Their faces obscured by deep hoods.
One of us lies, one of us doesn't, and one of us sometimes lies.
All of the hoods are particularly dark.
He always
Are
lies.
they
Oh,
doing
what a
different things, or
lie.
are they all kind of in the same position?
They are all just in that same position, leaning on their staffs. There are also the bones of a dozen or more humanoids that have kind of littered the ground. As you...
No, I was just going to say.
Anything magical
You finish
about,
and then
about the statues,
call on me
Brom?
after.
Everything is magical in this room.
Everything in this
It is
room.
extremely hard to find anything non-magical. In fact, it's obscuring your magical side.
This room is giving me quite a headache. This room is enamored. It's imbued the very soil we stand on.
I pick up a pebble and throw it at the door.
Okay, so it sails across the room to the door and kind of clinks against it and then falls to the ground.
I want to inspect without directly getting in front of the one to my right and just see.
So when you
if
take
they
your
have,
first step into the room
Okay.
proper, something happens. So I'll pause you right there.
Okay. I was just gonna be like trying to see if they have an offering plate. Show
you
respect.
you and your entire party hear a voice in your head. Some secrets are not meant for mortal minds to know. Look away from the darkness in which such knowledge hides.
Oh,
Okay.
no, it's like the
I'll-
books.
We know,
I'm
we know
going
how
to
good
be terrible at
those-
this.
I am going to avert my eyes from the statues.
Okay.
And I don't know that we should look at the statues.
I already did. Do I recognize what they look like? The symbol or image or anything?
Did you stare at the statue?
Just kind of in glancing, like, because you were describing what they look like, so
Okay.
I looked upon them to at least
But
get that, but I didn't just like.
You weren't
I'm
like, yeah,
like
you
their
weren't full on.
face.
You don't recognize anything
Okay.
about the wizard themselves.
I'm going to tell them, avert your eyes. I think this may be a riddle. And perhaps we don't want to look them directly in the face.
Oh, because they're in the dark. Yeah. I like where you're going.
You were cutting out for me when you were saying.
I say,
what you said.
let's-
Repeat that.
I think it may be a riddle, and that's why I was rolling to see if Brom would be.
And with what Corey was saying when he was telling us the riddle.
Oh.
Sure. Some secrets are not meant for mortal minds to know. Look away from the darkness in which such knowledge hides. And that's a voice in your head that says that.
Get away from me.
What do you do?
I'm going to like take a kind of a pious look, and I'm going to be looking at the floor.
Okay.
And I'll kind of pay attention with my peripheral to what the statues are doing.
Stepping around the
But
bones.
I'll take another step forward, but I'm going to try and pay respect if there are any corpses. I'm going to take care not to disturb them.
Okay. So you move across the room, and you get about halfway across the room, and all of a sudden there is a grinding sound as all the statues turn and just look at you and start following you as you continue to move. What about everybody else?
This is like Mario
I'm gonna just-
when I turn my back to him.
Step to the door.
Or whatever.
You're gonna step up to the door?
I'm gonna shadow step to it.
Oh, shadow step to it. Okay.
I'm going to stop when I hear him moving. I'm not going to move.
Yeah. So when Ari appears at the other end of the door, you hear a grinding sound as some of the statues turn to face her as well.
I'm not going to move.
Should we try?
I just bow at them deeply.
Do you turn to look at them to bow?
Looking at them, I've averted my eyes, as Brahm said, so I'm kind of looking down, but I just face them and bow.
Okay. They just continue staring at you, as far as you can tell, with your averted eyes.
I want to look.
I check the door for traps.
So you could do a wisdom check and see if
I really want to look because I love forbidden knowledge. What kind of check would that be to make sure that I don't?
Probably a wisdom check.
Okay. Oh man, that's like my worst.
Constitution as well.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a mental constitution, which I would
When
assume
he's
would be
finished,
wisdom.
I want to slowly pull out my cittern and cast
I'm
fog
definitely going to roll a
cloud.
wisdom check as well.
But my question is, fog cloud is a 20-foot sphere.
Okay.
Is that something I can shape, or is that just like in there?
It's just 20 feet around you.
Okay.
Yeah, 20
It's not like I could be like fog cloud, a certain level
great.
where the heads are or
It's not,
something.
it's not terrible.
Okay. I'll leave it then.
I only got a 6.
I'll have my cittern out though.
Yeah. 6? And
Yeah,
what'd you get?
I got a 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's up to you guys if that succeeds or not. Like, what was your
I would have went
criteria?
with a 10 at least.
Yeah.
So I look.
What about yours?
I almost look, but I'm like,
I just walk right up to it and I just like grab its head and look at it.
So Akio, you
I
walk
feel like
up.
at one, you like make out.
As you like walk up, a statue turns to face you, and you just like peer into the depth of the hood. And I need you to make me a wisdom saving check.
This is
please.
gonna be
face melts off.
this is gonna be Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Wisdom saving
Watch
throw.
Raiders of the
Yes.
Lost Ark.
18. 18. I'm still just screaming into it. Sorry guys, I couldn't help. I rolled really bad.
You can feel like the magic trying to pull you in,
Oh.
but you resist.
I'm going to begin.
What'd you roll?
Instead of the fog cloud,
No,
I
wisdom
want to
saving
start
throw. I got
playing
18.
a counter charm. It's a spell, basically.
Okay.
As an action until the end of my next turn, I can just be playing
So
the
you're
tune.
like, here.
I'll be plucking away on the guitar just softly to try and deaden any. For anyone who is within 30 feet of me.
I will just look down and say, guys, don't look in there. It's really scary.
I mean, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, there were like maddening whispers in your ears
No.
and full on things that you couldn't comprehend.
So
but you feel like you
that's
could
why your
almost
hair
pronounce.
went white.
Alright, what did you roll for your check on the door?
It's like Rogue. I have one streak.
Did you hear me that time? It was a 19.
19?
Nice.
There don't appear to be any traps on this door.
Okay, I open it.
All the traps are in front of the door.
There's like a claymore on the side.
Ah, a bunch of paint cans on ropes.
Yeah, it'll be like the Home Alone.
Briggs
Black.
Or a bunch of marbles.
Marv!
What did these guys do?
Oh yeah,
What did they do?
Lunera, Thornock, do either
I'm
of
just
you?
keeping my head down and following.
Okay.
I try to walk through the room with my eyes closed.
Okay. Thornock crunches through a bunch of bones as you guys are walking.
I'm just sitting still hearing him behind me like, please don't run into me, please don't run into me.
But that doesn't appear to have any effect. So the chamber leads on into another room.
Beautiful.
But I am.
I like the 3D, 2D
Yeah.
styles, like stuff that she's building on top of it.
fact,
Awesome.
Sorry, this guy's zoomed in so they can see better.
That's the doorway. So, Ari, you open it up and you walk into this room. This chamber is a high vaulted dome with a deep inset ledge circling the room. And then the dome is about 10 feet wide and 15 feet up. The floor here is set with a beautiful tile mosaic showing a knight in plate armor wielding a glowing sword against a chimera. The word safe is written in chalk on a door to your left. And then, let's see here. And then there is a set of double doors straight in front of you, as well as something that you kind of see off to your left here. I need you to roll me a perception check, please.
Mm.
8.
11.
Okay. So that is what you see then. And everybody else at this point has reached up to you as well. So
Until everyone else passes me and I see their feet and
So
then I don't
he's
hear
already
grinding,
inside
I don't
the-
move.
yeah,
right inside the room.
Ari has moved inside.
So
the room.
I'll take up the rear.
Okay.
Once everyone else has passed me, I will feel more comfortable.
In fact, at this point,
Moving.
everybody has entered.
So there's a door
okay.
that says safe.
Yeah, here, let me actually.
Figure.
There is a set of. This is the door that says safe.
Okay.
Sorry. This is the set of double doors, and then there does appear to be like a small little tunnel leading off this way. But as everybody enters, suddenly the tiles themselves reach out, and the chimera's lion head latches its leg onto Ari, and it's going to make an attack against her.
Oh boy.
The tile itself?
Yep, the tile itself. As the rest of it starts pulling itself out, and you can hear the cracking of these mosaic tiles as they clink together into the form of a ceramic chimera.
So
I know what I'm gonna
Does
do!
that mean it's a mixture of all kinds of different colors of ceramic tile?
Yep.
That's the chimera part.
That
of
is
it.
the chimera part. Yep, it is just a normal lion. It is just made of tile.
Some of them are ceramic, some of them are stone, some of them are metallic.
I feel
So
like
that's his chimera
so
too.
we just need to shatter it.
I don't think that's gonna
I'm
work.
gonna do that.
So the attack is 21 to hit.
Hits.
Okay.
Just barely. Round 1.
And that's 12 damage. Piercing damage.
Fight.
And then I need to get everybody's initiative. So let's get that started.
Oh no! Critical fail on initiative.
Me. Yeah, right?
And I'm the one who needs to roll high.
And then we'll put the chimera
Can you spell this? bad
right
boy?
in the center of the room here.
Sweet.
Oh boy.
You want to show the
Yeah.
people up close?
Go ahead and
That's what a critical fail looks like. Just kidding. This is what we wanted to
For
see.
those of you at home,
Ooh.
it's not focusing on that.
15 for Thorgon.
Okay, give me a moment on those.
The goat's head, or the ram's head on the one side is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That feels like a different material. Which one's that one?
Spray paint.
The spray paint on it?
No, I actually printed it in.
It feels
I
different.
printed the main body, the wings, and the tail in the filament style,
Uh-huh.
and then I did all the head stuff, like the lion's head and all the necks and stuff, in resin. So
You
I kind
finished
of
the
did
body,
like
but
both,
you
so I
moved
could
the
have,
head
it
stuff.
together.
yeah, I could have good detail on
Yeah, that was good.
and stuff.
Came together well.
Sorry.
Okay.
And then I use like
distracted.
green stuff,
That's all.
honey, to fill in all the cracks,
So fill it in and make it flat again.
Dragon,
You finished the
ram,
but you moved the head
lion.
stuff.
and then you got like.
What did you get for your
lizard, serpent tail?
That's cool.
12. Braun, what did you get for initiative?
11.
Thornock, what was that again?
Oh yeah, the first.
15.
Ari?
Orange are
18.
spiky.
18.
18.
18.
Just say like, oh, I got, and then the number.
Yeah.
So it has enough time to pick it up.
Akio.
3.
And Tavish.
12.
12. Okay. So the first up is Ari.
You are 1 square away from it, by the way, 5 feet away.
I'm eating.
Hold on, I'll attack you in a minute.
It's eating too. Your leg.
Because he is stuck, right?
No, it just bit him.
I attack the head that's biting me. Or that bit me, I guess.
Okay.
He has to move up.
Which head bit him?
The lion. Or
The lion head.
Okay.
Yeah.
First attack's a 21.
21 will hit.
Aim for the head. Zzz.
And just so
The
you
whites
know,
of
it
their
has
eyes.
already acted in this combat.
Oh, good.
It has.
no surprise attacks.
It wasn't a surprise.
23.
That was
23 damage.
Okay. And that's without getting your automatic critical, correct? You're not going to have your critical for this.
But it's not an automatic crit. It's just I get advantage if they haven't gone yet.
He has gone. Keep that in mind. He has gone in this combat. He got his surprise round.
I'm just saying it's not an automatic critical I get if they haven't gone. It's the advantage on the attack.
I thought you got an automatic critical as well. Okay.
That's if I surprise them.
Okay.
Okay. Second attack is for all of 7 damage.
What'd you roll for your hit?
Oh, sorry. 28.
Okay.
Third attack is a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
And I'll spend a key point for a... Actually, you know what? Well, yeah, I'll spend a key point for a 4th attack.
Give me the damage on that one again.
Damage.
How much?
La 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 la.
La la la, 8 damage.
8 damage.
And for my 4th and final attack, I rolled a 16 to hit.
16 will hit, yes.
And the damage, I'm just going to keep talking until I roll the damage so it doesn't cut out, was all of 7.
7 damage. Perfect. All right. So Ari comes in and just like smashes through it. You can hear like the chink of tiles as they go spraying everywhere, and more tiles just keep filling that head up as she's just continuing to try and blast it away. Then we have Thornock. It is your turn.
I would like to rage,
Okay. You are now raging.
and I am going to attack the closest one twice.
There's only one of them. So yes.
Oh, well, the usual.
Okay. Your first attack is made with disadvantage as the mosaic tile shifts so that it's only a very narrow target for you. Is using its reaction on your first attack.
I rolled 9 both times, so a total of 20.
Okay, that'll hit. What is here for? Damage.
Total of 16 damage.
16.
The first.
Yummy.
I like how we can hear that more than we can hear his damage. Go ahead with your next attack.
If anyone's ever in Charleston, South Carolina, make sure that you go to Poogan's Smokehouse. The barbecue is amazing.
Hogan.
I thought you were going to say get a Charleston chew.
That's
Charleston Jew.
Fair point.
28 to hit.
28 will hit.
Uh, 21 points of damage.
21. And that's slashing damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so Thornock comes in and kind of keeps that dragon head occupied a little bit. And then it is the Chimera's turn. And it is going to do, let's see. So the first thing it's going to do is the dragon head is going to rear back and a gout of flame is going to come out at the entire party.
No!
So I need everybody to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please. Saving throw.
So would this be counted as like a survival check against this enemy? Like I'm surviving something on it? Because it's one of my favorite enemies.
+7.
I think that you get advantage on stuff then if it's your
It
favorite.
says you have advantage on survival checks. Oh, let's subtract. Never mind.
Oh.
What is it again?
Dexterity saving throw, please.
I don't know.
Total of 18 for Thornock.
Okay.
I got a 21, but I had to use my inspiration from a couple of games ago because my first roll was so crappy.
Okay. Okay, so anybody who got 15 or above is going to take half damage from this attack. Everybody below 15 takes full damage. And the total is 24 fire damage. Minus any resistances and half damage.
Oh, I have resistance because of my staff to fire.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
You have fire resistance.
12,
So it's half.
12 for the half.
Yep, 12 for the half.
So
Or 6
I
for
only
Thornock.
take 6.
Huh?
Nice.
6 for you.
No, 12 for me because I'm not raging.
You have resistance.
Oh, it was 24 total?
24 total.
Oh, so
that'd be
half. So
12.
then, oh, okay.
Yeah, 24
Yeah,
total.
Yeah, you took the same amount as Thornock did.
Let me add 6 back.
What? The
and then the ram's head is going to come around and slam into, or try to slam into Ari's side.
No, it does the screaming goat.
That is a 16. A 16 to hit there, Ari.
Taylor Swift.
I knew you were trouble when I walked in.
That's enough.
Okay. And then finally, it is going to claw at Thornock specifically. And it only rolls a 12 for the claw attack.
No.
That is a miss. Then it is Tavish. It is your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Slayer's Prey.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it. So I line up double cross. So I'm gonna try to hit more like center mass because I saw what happened with Thornock's thing, and I want to try to avoid that as best as possible.
Okay.
That is a 26.
That'll hit. What is the damage and your damage type?
Magic bullet. I don't know.
Piercing?
That's piercing.
Piercing. Okay.
Piercing. See that plus I get a 6 because the Slayer's Prey. Failed me, Dice Tower.
You have failed me last time.
13.
13. Okay. You notice that your bullet kind of smashes through some of the tiles, but unlike a normal kind of creature that would bleed, there is a little bit of a trickle of like more of this mosaic that is kind of pouring out.
Sand. Like
Yeah, but it's not affecting it as much as other attacks have
Is he
that have
grout,
been carving
gouting?
pieces.
Gouting grout.
Your dust is showing.
So I'll go ahead and do my second attack. And that's 15.
That'll hit.
$19 damage.
19 damage. Okay, so So a couple bullets go through it. Are you using your magic ammo specifically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what was loaded.
Yeah. So they go through it, and again, it just doesn't look like it's having as much of an effect as the other attacks have so far. Lunar. With Braum on deck.
Okay. I will go ahead and.
Oh, did you want to move or anything?
Yeah. I don't like where the fire's going, so I'm gonna try to move over to here.
Okay. Now it is your turn.
Alright. I'm going to move towards the ram's head. Deal a couple of blows.
Okay.
Hopefully. 23.
23 will hit.
Perfect. For 12 damage.
Okay. And yours is bludgeoning, right? Should say on here. Should say 1d blank plus blank bludgeoning or piercing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It looks like bludgeoning.
Okay, perfect. BLDG.
Well,
It's got a
picture, but if you
yeah,
click
it's a
on
picture of a
it,
hammer.
yeah, that's bludgeoning. There's
Okay,
no way
yeah,
that's
yeah,
anything
yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like I was pretty sure, but I wanted to make sure that it wasn't like, oh, it's a morning star, so it does piercing damage or something. You know.
Right.
No.
Use the sharp part of the hammer.
Next attack.
It was a nighttime star, not a morning.
Get out.
So it did not have
the moon.
The moon.
The moon.
We like the moon.
Hey, look at me, it's the moon.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Every
Second attack
lilies out of a shoe.
for
Yeah, mighty boosh, you got it.
24 damage or 24 to hit. Sorry.
That will hit.
Okay.
Nice.
For 13 damage.
Nice.
Okay, and
Good
then
job.
final attack
Here you go.
for 826.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Or oh, come on. I can't get this to go away for some reason. Okay.
Got it.
Hopefully.
You just reloaded.
Sometimes it gets
It
stuck
freezes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got that. For 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
Not bad.
Lightning and the thunder's back, baby!
You landed both.
Undo it.
That's awesome.
Undo it. Lightning and thunder.
Okay. Braum, Akio on deck.
Okay, I am looking around the room. The way that the mosaic was previously, this was flying onto a thing in the floor, right?
Yeah, it was basically a mosaic tile on the floor that kind of picked itself up.
And he was the Chimera. Was he holding onto another entity? I'm trying to scan the area.
He was fighting a knight.
A knight.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anything about that knight? Even if this ends up being my action, I want to kind of like inspect it and kind of see. Hey, is there any clues as to the weaknesses, or if this is like because when we came in, we knew we were supposed to have some sort of respect for this guy. Are we gonna piss him off by killing his pet?
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigate check.
That is a 6 plus 5. That's 11.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check too. Actually, Arcana.
That's a 7 plus 5.
You can't really tell anything about like weaknesses or, as far as you can tell, this is just a guardian.
Okay. So
You
it might
can't
have
really-
just been necessarily triggered that there's not like any tells. Okay.
Yeah.
Would that be considered? If that's considered my action, then I'll just use a bonus action. But if not, I was gonna cast it. That's up to you.
I'll just consider that a bonus action.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to attempt. Is there? Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Shatter further back here.
Okay.
Trying to avoid hitting my friends. And I'm gonna cast it at the 3rd level.
Okay. You won't get an advantage on this, just so you know.
Okay.
Just roll it, or you can roll it as normal, or
So this one is.
or no, it rolls right.
Yeah, it's
It's Constitution of
so
16.
it would have it.
It does not have disadvantage like a normal construct.
right.
would.
Okay, so that's fine. So that's you need to make a con save of 16.
He does. He makes it just done.
Okay, so then I'll do 3 d8s plus 1d8. 4 because I'm doing it 1 level higher. That's 8, 9, 10. It's 21.
21, cut in half.
Uh-huh.
So I was forget if we round down or up.
We round down.
Round down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then I'm on casting it. Kind of looking around frantically, but I'm just gonna cast it and just.
Yeah. And you see just like a huge chunk of tile spray from its back, but it definitely is not what you would expect from a construct. At this point, I believe your detect magic is still on. This thing looks like it is magically bound a lot hardier than the normal constructs that you've seen before.
Okay. And then that's in the turn.
Okay. Akio, it is your turn. Ari is on deck.
All right. I'm going to put my hands in the air and say, "Be still," and like try and pull it into the tile, back down into the tile.
Okay.
And cast Dispel Magic at the 4th level.
Okay.
So it says choose a creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell 4th level or lower on the target ends. So if it was a 4th level spell to find it. And then if not, I need to make a spellcasting check. And the DC is 10 plus the spell level that it used to be brought to life, I guess.
Okay, let me go ahead and find
So I'm assuming it's probably higher than a 4th level spell, but take my chances.
Yeah, it wouldn't be animate objects because that's only 1 minute. So it's gotta be something higher.
Yeah, something
Animate
higher.
objects is 5th level.
Yeah, so this is probably pretty strong magic, but I have a really good spellcast.
Otherwise, this fight would be really short. He has a timer.
Yeah. He lasts 6 rounds and then he disappears.
Animate chimera.
Or no, 10 rounds because they're 6 seconds each. Oh, so he wouldn't even last.
So it'll be 1 minute.
1 minute.
Oy.
So it's 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Which is why I need to look at a spell anymore.
Okay.
Wait.
So it
That's a long
is actually a 5th level spell.
Okay.
Sweet.
So I need to roll a 15 to break it.
It was 10 plus the
Plus
spell
the
level.
spell level, so 15. And it's would be my intelligence, right? Since that's what I use for spellcasting.
Yes.
Okay. 21.
21. So you raise your hands and you go, "Be still," and the thing just sinks back into the ground. The tiles are now cracked, but you have kind of solidified it back into a mosaic.
Yes.
Nice.
Well done, my boy. Well done.
All right. That can be useful.
That spell magic is coming in handy.
Yeah, it is.
Take another step. It comes back out. Right now.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. I want to read on that.
This is like one of those games where you walk out of the save area.
Nope,
and
the
you come back in and
spell, on a successful check, the spell ends. So something would have to recast it.
Oh.
Yes.
Which is better than killing it, that's for sure. And there's stuff.
I wanna-
Yeah, very done. Very well done.
And back to the door that says safe.
Okay, so you're gonna head over to the door that says safe.
I'm watching the
the
other
one on the left,
mosaic
right?
on
Yeah.
the ground.
So this is a double door.
There-
That's safe.
There doesn't
That's a
appear to
tunnel.
be any.
He's not moving.
Anything
The knight's not moving.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Winks at you.
I knew it. I knew. No hush, problem. Go back to bed.
All right, so you kind of peer in. There doesn't appear to be an actual door in the place. It's more of just like an archway that leads into this next chamber, and you peer through, and you see a well that leads down into deep into the water. A bronze bucket on a rope sits near the well, while an empty basin stands 8 feet up along the northern wall. And then there appears to be bright red mushrooms on the floor and kind of around it, basically, that have just grown because of the moisture.
So is it a dirt floor?
The area around the well is dirt, yes. The rest, it kind of goes into this hardened sandstone that the area is kind of known for, but it does appear to be kind of a harder dirt towards the middle.
before our Ari goes anywhere, I'm like, Ari, hold. I've completed one of these. There were out of the 3 pairs. If my math's right, out of the 3 pairs, I've done 6 days worth with the travel there plus 4 days, so at least 1 pair.
Okay.
Would be finished. And I'd be like, here, take these. And it'd be you can fill in the blanks of what you put your purchase order in for. If it's a necklace, if it's an earring, if
Mine was an earring.
Here's an earring. Okay, so I hand you one of the earrings from the message spell.
Okay, who gets the other one?
These will allow you to speak with the other. Does anyone else want this other one?
Why don't you take it?
I can already cast it.
Oh. I'll take it.
Just make it easier, so if
It's
any of
an
us
earring?
get separated, then
It's
we're
an
able to
earring.
speak.
Oh, someone's gonna pierce my ear. Okay, cool. I got an earring. Pour some booze on it.
There are also some sleeping rolls in this room.
Shoot a hole in it.
Hold your ear out. I'll shoot you.
Sleeping rolls, you say?
Yeah, there's sleeping rolls and camping gear that have kind of been scattered about this room. And again, written on the wall in kind of this white chalk is the word safe.
Right. Well,
All traps.
I want to go up. I want to take the bucket, and was the bucket tied to a rope?
Yes.
So you go in the room?
Yep.
Yeah, I go in the room, and careful not to disturb the mushrooms. I the bucket and try and lower it down into the well, and get some water and pull it back up.
Okay. So you pull the water up, and let's see here.
It's blood.
It's a 3x3 room.
Yeah.
There's a floating eyeball in it. With a fish.
I just need to check on something here.
It's a blood.
This is like the House of the Dying in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
This one.
No, not that place. Where in Karth, with the weird warlock dude.
Oh yeah, the creepy guy.
Uh huh. In that room where she walks around and it keeps just changing.
Circles.
This, I feel like that's where we are.
Tomato.
Tomato.
Okay. So you pull up the water. It looks fairly fresh. There doesn't appear to be anything in it. And you're kind of examining it. And after about 12 seconds or so, it just starts evaporating in the bucket and just kind of disappears entirely.
You said there was like a
Ghost water.
vat or something.
There's a basin towards the back.
Yeah, so I want to do that again.
Wait, my earring's on the side.
As soon as I get the bucket up out of the well, I want to run over to the basin before it evaporates and pour the water into the basin.
Okay. You pour it into the basin. You do notice as you're pouring it in that there is a lever on the right-hand side. It's kind of this bronze lever as well.
Pull it.
Pull the lever.
Yeah, it's basically attached to the basin itself.
Pull the lever.
After you fill it or before?
Pull the lever. Crumb.
I check it for traps.
Okay. So you quickly check it over for traps, and as you do, the water in the basin evaporates.
Shoot, you gotta be fast.
And I want to make sure that it's not something tricky for.
Can I want to come in. Is this bucket magical? And as far as like just looking at it, is this just a bucket?
It's just a bucket.
I'm gonna cast animate object on this bucket.
Okay.
And get it to do the work for us, Fantasia style.
Okay.
And the way I'm gonna cast it, I'm gonna come in and and I'm just gonna have it go as quickly as it can down, splash, splash. It doesn't show a move speed on flying speed of 30 feet.
Okay. So Ari, what was your
I rolled an 18.
18? So there's a lot of mechanisms that the lever's attached to, just like your normal kind of stuff, but it doesn't look like it leads to any traps. There's no tripwires or anything.
Okay.
So
With my tinkering background, will I be able to see kind of what it does?
Sure.
By chance?
yeah, go ahead and roll me tinkering stuff. We've said a sleight of hand.
Yeah.
As she's pulling it.
Yeah.
time slows down.
Natural 20, so
Okay.
28.
Yeah,
stops.
you notice that there's actually like a depression in the back of the basin
Okay.
that appears to drop down when the lever is pulled. It kind of tilts the basin. And
Okay.
drops
I
it down.
point that out. And
That's depressing.
it looks like it could be where maybe water would run down into.
Hilla's giving you bad puns. So the animated bucket dips down into the water
Allow me to help you, Ari, one moment.
and comes back up and yeah, and it pours into the water. And as it's heading back down the well, the kind of rope part of it that's kind of snaking around behind it wraps around the lever and pulls it. And it kind of depresses the basin, and the water flows into this small little hole inside the basin and disappears.
Hmm.
And then as the bucket comes back up, the lever is unpushed, and it puts the basin back to normal, and it just keeps repeating that
The
process.
bucket and I look at each other confused.
Is it filling up at all?
The basin?
It's pouring in the
Or is
basin
it-
and then
it's pouring
Right,
it
but
in.
where it's going,
we don't know.
But the rope.
is there like...
So the
layers of
rope
water?
animated?
We don't know. Yep.
The
Yeah,
rope
the rope
animated-
was part of the bucket, so it animated.
Oh,
as
I gotcha. So it was doing it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to instruct it to not pull it and try and fill it up more?
Okay. So it comes over and it pours everything down,
This is
and then
only
it
for-
dives.
Just so you know.
for
1 minute.
Mhm. So it dives back down and it comes back up, and by the time it gets back up, the water's evaporated.
Okay,
So we just need to keep
sorry
doing
guys,
this a bunch
that's
of
about
times.
as far as I can go with that.
Should we just try it like 10 times and see if something happens? 'Cause the water's going somewhere.
Can I fill it up more?
Yeah, let's see if we can fill it up more. Might be a waste of time, but I can't think of anything else.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
do
okay
that.
with that.
We're just gonna do it like 10 times and
Okay.
see if it fills something up.
Just make like a
Like maybe there's like a
water chain.
weighted something, and once it gets enough water weight, a door opens or something. I don't know.
Okay, so you guys spend 10 minutes or so,
Yeah.
meticulously going through and pouring more water in.
pulling the lever.
It doesn't appear to be filling anything up visibly that you can see.
We're just watering the garden downstairs.
Probably.
Maybe this is the toiletry room?
Some noble's like really happy that he's finally getting his shower. Some nobles go, I can finally rest.
Should we
drowning
check
in
the other
God.
room or should we
Can I
continue?
roll an intelligence check to see if I know what the freak is this thing's supposed to be doing?
Sure.
Okay. 18 plus intelligence. What would it be? Just a straight
Intelligence.
intelligence? Okay. So that's 18 plus 9, so pretty high.
No clue.
Okay. I don't know, guys.
Yeah.
This is a really weird.
Not enough information.
I want to go look at the other door and check it for traps.
Okay, so you walk up to the other door. It is, let's see here.
I put 10 pounds of mushrooms into this bag.
I want to roll an awareness
so-
check.
So go ahead and roll an awareness check. If you pick the mushroom,
Damn it! I only rolled a 3
Yes.
every time.
No idea.
so you're picking mushrooms and putting them in his bag. One of them falls out of your grip that you don't notice until a little bit later, and you look down and you see that plucked mushroom had just like decays and goes into dust. Nothing.
Oh, are you turning everything in my bag of holding into this? I'm gonna be so mad.
It doesn't look like it changed
10
everything.
pounds of dust. So the door that you walk up to depicts
It's not 10,
several rogue
wouldn't-
wizards,
it wouldn't be
kind of
10
this
pounds, it'd be
golden
5 pounds of mushrooms.
etching on the door.
But it's not
And
mushroom
these
dust.
wizards are pouring over this large, it looks
Maybe I
like a
should do a
pool of
slide of hand
divination.
so I don't
almost.
fail. Oh, I
And
won't
they're
do
just
that.
kind of sitting there and they're all pouring over this pool, looking into its depths.
Does the pool or anything else resemble anything in the other room, or is it just like a pensive?
The pool that you were looking at on the door, like the
Like, does anything in there have any resemblance to what's going on in the other room that I would
No.
draw a connection with?
No.
Okay. Is the door just like there's some door handles, or does it look like it's barred if I push on it?
So you kind of look around. What was your check, by the way?
That was a 18 plus this investigation plus 5.
Okay.
So,
So you know that the door. You notice that the doors are bulging noticeably on their frames.
The two
Okay.
doors.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like
So then-
inward towards the
do I
towards-
when
yeah.
I'm looking at them like
Towards
does this seem like completely like airtight kind of sealed?
It's not airtight. It's just it's it's very close to, like, it looks like tomb doors, right? But
Okay.
it's not like they have clearly, there's clearly some cracks and stuff as these things
Okay.
These they're kind of coppery actually. They're bulging out of
Okay, guys, this door looks a little peculiar. I thought about opening it, but now I'm a little afraid.
Is it locked?
Was this the double door that was in the mosaic room?
The big gold one, yeah. Or bronzy one.
copper.
I wanna try cupping the water from the bucket and drinking it before it evaporates. See what happens.
Oh no.
So you,
Insta-death.
I mean, it's very refreshing water. The few drops that are left on your hand after you finish drinking it, they dissolve again after after about 12 seconds or so.
Have we tried going down into the well?
I'll go.
I think we're wasting a lot of time with
Yes,
this.
we are.
Well, let's go to the other rooms, and maybe the well room will make sense when we see other stuff.
No
Well,
pun intended. No pun intended. But
Please change the name to well.
well. I could
know
open.
that room has been marked safe by whoever was here before, and I'm guessing that it was probably the dwarf. I don't know where they would have gone, although maybe they went down into the well, but perhaps they're somewhere else in this cavern, and they've discovered that for whatever reason, this room is safe
Well,
from something that might be attacking,
in the same
consistently here.
They told us about the snake people, whatever they were called.
Yanti. In the other light of this, it could also have been a something to draw our attention elsewhere, because if you've already been through it, why would you would already know? Why would if he's not expecting any company, is he, to follow behind him? Unless it wasn't him.
I say we go down this secret passageway tunnel thingy. Seems intriguing.
I would have to agree. I don't know that we should open this big door. It seems
Dangerous.
somewhat dangerous.
Can you?
The secret to the well might lie beyond it, and I'm very intrigued.
We should let the person who can stand the most damage open the door.
I take that as my cue, and I kick open the door.
So Thor pushes Braum out of the way, and then
I'm gonna be backing
slams
up
his foot into the
I'm gonna
door.
back up into this room.
And that's enough, and the two copper doors burst open, and a huge tumble of ceiling and rubble falls out towards him. So I need you to make a DC 18 dexterity saving throw, please.
Sorry, buddy.
Bye, Felicia. What damage is this?
Total of 20.
Oh.
So you're only going to take half damage on this. Your rage has gone, by the way.
That's okay.
Rubble.
Follow it down. Actually, well met.
Peppy, get down.
Half of 27 bludgeoning damage. As this rubble falls on you and you have to deftly dive out of the way.
Bunch of rubble.
I will give him my last minor healing potion because I feel bad
Okay.
for making him go through.
Are you alright? Are you alright?
I'm cool. No worries.
Okay, I gave you my
Let off
last
my head.
potion, minor healing potion.
What are you doing over there, buddy?
He smells like a bag.
It's all yours.
All right. Well, what's beyond the rubble? Can we tell?
It looks like whatever was beyond it, this hallway has been collapsed completely.
Mystery solved. Next.
Secret tunnel it is.
So you guys head
Let's go the other way.
across the now dormant tile and into this very small, kind of 5 foot wide, barely enough for you guys to kind of squeeze into a single file tunnel.
I feel
So
like
I need to know your marching order.
This is very cozy. I have no problems moving here at all.
Ari, you should go first in case there's traps.
That's fine. I'm a little wounded, but
I'll go second.
I'll go first and check.
I don't know if anyone's particularly.
I've got a greater healing potion if you want it.
I've also got the staff if we want any.
Or if we could just take a short rest for an hour before we proceed, that would be efficient, I think.
Want to wait now?
I'm gonna drink my minor healing potion.
Okay. So are you guys taking a short rest then?
Sure.
I
Why not?
could use the key recovery.
Okay. Sure.
Chilling against a rock.
Okay.
Here.
So you guys all take a short rest. Everybody can do any hit point regaining that they need to.
I'll play.
Hit dice. You guys notice as you pull out rations to kind of munch on them a little bit. Any that are out of bags or just kind of out in the open, after about 12 seconds, also begin to rot away.
So there's a necrotic paradise.
So like you guys have to like be very careful about like how much jerky you pull out to
Oh,
eat
that-
or hard tack,
turtle-
tack,
oh, that
tack, or
turtle
tack
meat?
back or back back.
Tacky tack. Whack whack.
Wait,
Don't
what?
go back.
Why do we have to be?
Because any food that you're pulling out is dissolving within 12 seconds as well.
Yeah.
So why aren't we dissolving then?
You have any mushrooms?
Are you food?
I don't know. I reach in and there's mushroom dust.
There, actually no, there's mushrooms.
Oh, I put it back in.
Yeah.
This one didn't dissolve, guys.
Wait a minute.
Did you pick those?
I don't know. I just found them. They're in my bag.
Never mind. That's a bad idea.
What do you want me to do?
I was thinking about taking one of the bags of holding, putting it down to the well,
Water?
filling it as much as we possibly can, and using it as a fire hose to fill the. That's probably not gonna work.
I just don't want to
Fixated.
I don't want to waterlog my stuff in my bag.
Walking around, it's like bags sloshing, like walking around with a giant water balloon.
Everybody took a short rest. Everybody did what you needed to.
I'm gonna use my arcane recovery.
Okay.
To get a couple spells back.
Okay.
And I was doing my Song of Healing, singing Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones.
And what does that? It gets you an extra
1d8.
So anybody who spent hit dice, you get an extra 1d8 with each hit dice spent.
Oh.
Cool.
I'm gonna spend a hit dice.
So I got a 4th level spell slot back.
Back to full.
What? No, that's the wrong dice. 8. Like 9 out of a d8?
Okay. Let's check out this tunnel.
Okay. So this hallway slants down sharply, dropping 15 feet basically over the full length. You can kind of see it starting to slope downward. So you guys head along it. It's about, it's kind of a dark hallway. So anybody, I mean, this whole thing is like this area was kind of lit up, but or the antechamber that you were in with the mosaic was lit up, but it is a dark hallway beyond. So you have to kind of help or have people help guide you.
Wait, I thought you had something that.
Oh, I have the owl night goggle.
Oh, you do?
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That could
Yeah,
help
he
with
made
the-
those for me in Waterdeep. The
No,
first
I
time we were
gave
there.
you blueprints for them. I bought the blueprints, but I didn't make them.
I thought we made them because I have them equipped.
You must have made him.
We must have.
They might have made them, yeah. I know for sure we did buy those.
Oh, you
because I
gave me
bought
the
them.
blueprints
Okay,
and then
go
one
ahead
of
and
the
roll
travels
me
I made.
an investigate check. Go to this.
Because it's
For Ari
Mhm,
or
Yep. Oh, sorry, a perception check.
Perception. Perception.
Okay, I got a 24.
24, okay. So, about halfway down the hallway, you notice that there is a kind of a secret panel as you're kind of looking through everything. And you shift the panel a little bit. You don't notice any traps around it. And you see that it looks like it's large enough for a small creature to fit through.
I point it out and say,
Or immediately, it can potentially hold a larger creature, but they have to really like squeeze through there.
I'll finish my whisperings to Thornock. Be like, Thornock, your new liveries are very fine. I do appreciate it. Right now, I'm just basically walking behind, face to butt level. Yes.
With my new armor, they're basically like assless chaps, and that's just the same loincloth that I've had forever.
Thornock, you're doing something different about this. It's dark. I can't see it. Yes, I can. I got dark vision. No.
It's in black and white. It's more erotic that way.
All right. Yes, Ari. What is it?
like to see what's inside this little passage here.
Oh, yes, but small passage and quite comfortable. Excuse me. And I'm going to walk between Thornock's Never mind.
Legs.
Thornok, could you please move?
We can't.
I tiptoe.
Tiptoe. All right. Good enough. I'm gonna like belly like to stay as far low as I can, and then kind of shimmy past everybody to get up to the entrance. Up there somewhere.
So you get up to this kind of small hole that was made, and you kind of peer in, and it does. You have dark vision,
Yes,
right?
I do have dark vision.
So it appears that it is a shaft that leads about 30 feet straight down.
Okay. Well, it seems I can go down. Does anyone have any rope?
I have half of a rope because my other half
I can
got
fly
cut
down
off
there,
in
but
a
I'd rather
tunnel.
use a rope if possible.
I could, if I could fit
fall.
down it, I could just fall down without taking.
It will. You won't necessarily fall. You'll have to shimmy your way down it, just because it is that tight of a squeeze. In fact, even Brahm, like you could probably stick your arms and legs out. And
If you want to lower me
it.
down, and if I'm able to come back up, then I can look down there and see if it's worth using.
I have rope that you can use.
Perfect. All right. Well, I'll tie that off using my rock climbing skills.
Uh-huh.
I'll tie a rope around my waist and then kind of hand it off, and
We'll just all
I
hold
feel
it.
very comfortable
Yeah.
if all of you like either find something that's tight or if everyone can hold this. Yes, I don't want to die.
We'll just all hold it.
Yeah.
And then lower me down slowly, please, and I'll get in the mine shaft and just on belay.
Play.
So the rope's tied around him,
Uh-huh.
and I push him. And I grab the rope.
All right, so you fall about halfway down, and then Thornok jerks the rope. Yeah,
And then
strains you a little bit.
Instead of doing a normal knot, I did like a half hitch or a timberline hitch or something. So it's like. Okay.
And I give him one of those. Like, I pull on the rope real hard to see if he's still there.
Yep, still here. Still good.
So about 20 feet down the
Just checking.
shaft.
Farther down.
About 20 feet down the shaft, it opens up into a staircase.
Okay.
And you look down below, and you can see kind of the remnants of what appear to be an old dumbwaiter that used to be in this area.
That have clattered and hit the ground.
And you can see the staircase leads up to another door, and then it leads down, and you can actually hear voices beyond.
Okay, I'm going to cast a message if I hear voices.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, I hear something to whoever was in front. I guess it's Thornok if he's up there.
Ari would actually. Well, Thornok is there too, but Ari is.
Whoever I saw last before I fell. It seems there's voices down here. This drops for a good way, and it seemed to have been a dumbwaiter. Do I see any correlation to the direction we were going to a staircase?
No, not from where you
Not
are.
from where I'm at.
In fact, like where you're going, the hallway is running this way, and it's perpendicular, right? Perpendicular?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perpendicular. School.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
And if it seems that I don't know who it is, but can I hang tight for a second to see if I can glean any voices, like any dialects, or if they're speaking Goblin or any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah. You don't know what language they're speaking.
Okay.
Roll me a history check.
Must be.
5 plus 5 is 10.
Yeah,
And
you
I
have
don't
no
know
idea
much
what
in
language.
conversation.
Maybe they're talking through the dragon. No, because that'd be draconic, right?
No mission comment.
Yeah.
So
Is
we
it
can
a
have
booming voice, or is it just like a normal voice?
It's several normal voices,
Okay.
kind of.
Okay. It seems like there's more voices. Do we want to go down the rest of the way, or I don't know if the rest of you can fit through there, but
I say, I message back to him and say, through my magical earring, and say, why don't you hang tight and let me creep down the rest of
And
this
I'm
tunnel
just
a little
like-
ways and see if it meets up.
Got it. I'll tell him that.
You get
Oh wait, I tell you that and say, tell Brahm, don't tell me,
Yeah.
creaking.
because we're connected by earring. Brahm forgot to tell you. You can respond to this message.
Yes.
Yeah, so basically, the way the message works is you can only talk to the person that you send the message to, but they can respond back. So you send it through the stone, but then realize that you sent it accidentally through the stone instead of through Brahm's magic, and have to just basically repeat it over again.
Sorry about that.
Okay, yes. I'm just standing by. That's no problem.
So I'm gonna.
Don't grab me.
I wanna
Please.
stealthily the hallway, like keep going a little bit and see if it like goes down further and maybe connects to where Brom's seeing.
Okay. So you head down about another 10 feet or so when all of a sudden you hear a click. And then you realize a little too late that you forgot to check for traps in your haste.
You just hear for me. It's
You hear a rumbling from behind you, and Tavish, who is in the back, turns around and he just sees this large boulder made of bone rolling down the hallway.
Oh, Dark Souls.
Indiana Dark Souls. That's what I heard. So
Yeah.
Is it behind them or in front of them?
It's behind Tavish.
What? Do I feel the thing go?
So I need everybody in the hallway. We have to start with Tavish, but he's gone, so somebody's gonna roll me for him. He needs to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
6 and his dex is +8. So what is that math? It's 14.
Okay. So he is as it nears him, like these bones just wrap around him and pull him into the stone or into the boulder, and it's continuing on, and it continues on to Thornock.
So it's like it's a prison or something.
I rolled an 18.
18. So Thornock manages to press against the wall, and it just glides past him, and all of these kind of bone shards nick you. So that's going to be a total of, let's see.
My robe's just like.
And this is after having everything. 9 slashing and 9 bludgeoning damage, so a total of 18 damage. And that's after the half for the successful save. And then
he pulls to the side, and I'm just like whack up against the ceiling.
Oh yeah, and that's when that's when you feel the jangle. So I need you to roll me another strength saving throw to hold on to the rope.
Snap! Natural.
Move out of the way. Okay.
Oh, me?
Natural.
Yes, please. So a total of 18 damage for you.
Sorry, I thought you were going to ask me to roll. Sorry.
Yeah,
rolled a little premature.
I am, yes. So a total of 18 damage for you, and you do move out of the way of the stone.
25 on my strength saving throw.
Okay, Brom is fine. Lunera, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Excuse me.
13.
What's going on up there?
Lunera gets caught up in the stone. You're actually going to take a total of 18 bludgeoning and 18 slashing damage each. Minus your 3 for your armor, so 15, so 30 total. Yep. Stop it! No!
Chill.
And then, Ari.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, so Ari dives out of the way, kind of jumps up towards the ceiling and kind of uses her ninja powers to get out of there, and you're only going to take the total of 18 damage, and that's after the halving and everything.
The amount that I healed up for on our short rest. Son of a... So I'm just back where I started.
So Tavish is stuck in a prison.
Yeah.
As am I.
So I need a dexterity saving throw or a strength saving throw from you and from Tavish as well. He probably wants to roll that.
Okay, strength for me, 15 plus 9, 24.
24.
27.
27? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're both, like, as you're rolling, you both manage to just force your way out and, like, break your way free as you exit out of the tunnel into another chamber, and you dive out of the way, and Tavish is able to kind of squeeze his way through and dive out of the way as well as it just smashes up against the wall.
Damage did he take?
He took a total of 36 damage. Yeah.
Where'd my health go?
Ouch.
You only lost a finger, maybe 3.
We're playing. You can't play.
Playtime.
And everybody just hears this crash as the bone boulder smashes against the wall and breaks apart into pieces.
Do I hear it in the antechamber?
You don't hear it, no.
Hello? Guys, are you there?
Who are you messaging?
Messaging Thornock question mark? Yes. He's the one that kicked me. Thornock, what's going on up there? Don't drop me.
I pull real hard up the rope.
Okay, suddenly Brom is sent up there. Roll me a quick dexterity check to avoid just getting slammed into the ceiling.
18. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you manage to kind of swing your way so that he just pulls you back up the dumbwaiter and back into the room, where everybody is looking very worse for wear.
What happened? I was gone for 2 seconds. What's happening?
We got bouldered.
Oh,
Bone boulder.
that sounds
So-
terrible.
I say, I triggered a trap.
What'd you do that for? Come here, everybody. Come.
It's alright. It's the rare time that our trap checker tripped a trap.
Come close for a moment.
So Lunera, since you're in the antechamber,
I'm in the antechamber.
you're kind of in this this next room. It's kind of a wider room. Actually, I gotta wait. Avish is coming down. I need to explain what happened to him.
I'm so sorry.
There was a trap that was triggered, and a bone boulder picked you up and rolled you to the next room
You
and
got
dealt
boned.
a total of 36 damage to you.
Could I not have dodged it? or
You
your
did a
dodge.
dexterity saving throw and failed it.
You got boned.
failed it.
Yeah.
You rolled like a 2.
Plus my 8.
Yeah. But then you succeeded on getting out.
Getting out
though,
before
so-
it smashed into the
Okay.
wall.
Before you die,
So you didn't die.
It's okay.
Right.
I was in the same boat.
And now you and Luna
Hills!
are...
Hills!
Where's this coming from?
Medic!
Come close. I can heal everyone.
So the smell of incense fills this room that you two are in, and rich tapestries cover the walls. On the south wall, a chute large enough only for a small character to squeeze through lets in light from the outside.
Hey, we have one of those.
And as you guys are sitting there,
My cat.
a voice
Potion,
enters
too.
both of your heads that says, "Humility proffered in the manner of Mistril shelters those opening the way to seeking knowledge."
Me and who?
You and me.
Did we decide to go a different path?
We were
The
forced into that
boulder
path.
pushed you down into the antechamber. The rest of you, do you guys continue down the tunnel?
What? I would have been trying to beckon everyone to come closer, but noticing that they aren't there, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd be like, "Where's the
Okay.
rest?"
So as you guys enter the same room, you hear that same message in your head.
Whoa.
Again.
Which was again?
Humility proffered in the manner of Mistril shelters those opening the way to seeking knowledge.
Before we go any closer, how's everyone's health? Do I need to ask who's at the top of the staff right now?
I hurt.
Who's
Oh,
at the top of
it's
the Parnagas, Ruby Man,
no, it's the bear.
Crystal. Okay, so it's the bear.
Yeah.
Like, come here, bear hug. And I'm gonna cast healing on anyone who needs it.
Mass cure wounds. Everybody
Mass cure
should
wounds.
need it.
Yeah.
Okay,
we all
mass
did.
cure wounds if everyone's looking.
Yes, please.
Ouch.
I'll be like, stand close, and here we go, and you'll hear like the just like your typical bear, and then he puts his arms around. Yeah, bear hug, everybody.
It sounded like a whale.
So masculine, that's going to
I do
be
not speak well.
3d8 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Come on, 3/8.
3d8 plus 8.
1, 2,
Alright, just
3.
spellcaster.
Yeah, plus 8.
Yeah.
That is a 8, a 7, and a 5. That is 15, 28.
Everybody gets 28 healing.
Yay.
Hopefully it helps.
So once again, the room that you're in is this kind of large chamber.
Yeah. better.
There are tapestries lining the wall. There is a set of double doors at the north end of this chamber as well.
Could we fit one of these tapestries in a bag of holding if we rolled it up?
More than likely, yes.
Does this tapestry have gems on it like the last one?
No, this tapestry does
It's-
not have gems.
I don't want to carry it, guys.
I put 10 pounds of tapestry.
I
I think I would notice that one.
Yeah.
He's like, what is pulling on my back?
You still roll like a 1.
You're gonna explode
Got
my
it.
back one of these days.
Hey, you got mushroom now?
You're gonna be like,
You're
hey,
gonna explode my back.
The
And it's
turtle
gonna
meat's
suck me in.
gone. Remember, the turtle meat's gone. So.
Yeah.
And the orange
One
on
day
it.
you're gonna do
Yeah,
it,
the orange
and it's
is
gonna
gone.
explode, and I'm gonna get sucked into a portal somewhere and never come
That
out.
just means we get to rescue you.
Yeah, unless
Put
it's a
my
portal
hand,
you
I
can't
put my
come out
hand
from.
on Akio's shoulder and I say, "Trust me, these things sell for a lot on the black market."
We're nowhere
Well,
near a black market.
I would advise against taking anything from
We have to
a
have
powerful
respect.
wizard.
And humility. Remember humility for wisdom
Wisdom
Sure.
and
Knowledge.
and knowledge.
Humility, all right.
I'm not wise. I'm only.
Is there anything
intelligence.
about this room that would suggest like a
Liberty
place
and
where you would
justice
For all.
sit and think, or
No, not really. There's no like meditation
I
area.
pledge allegiance to the spirit.
but there's just that is it when you go to that you said there's a
Divided and
small
broken.
door for like,
There is a set of double doors on the north side of the room. On the south side, there appears to be a small like tunnel leading out to reveal some light that a small creature could walk or could crawl
What
through.
would you guys like? I can go and look through there.
I can send
or-
my cat.
That would be. I would like that more.
Summon it
Your
from the
familiar
back dimension.
appears.
Hey, kitty. Oh wait, no, it was a cat last time.
So
Go out the door, and
looks-
I
he
will.
looks
I
like-
will look through its eyes.
Do it. Do it.
I envision looking like.
I say I'm going to be blind, and then I put my hand on who am I next to? Lunar. I put my hand on Lunar's shoulder, and I go blind to look through the cat.
okay, so the cat jumps up and heads through the tunnel, this small little opening, and then it just opens up into the cliff face, and you can see this the ruined city below you.
Okay. Anything noteworthy?
No.
Okay, I bring him back.
So it's natural light, not like
Right.
flickering.
Yeah.
That's outside. Just in case you were curious, that's outside.
Was there any like pathways
Nope.
that would take us?
No, it was a straight fall, straight to
Alright.
death.
Duly noted. Duly noted. A quick escape.
What was the name of the you said humility after the manner of something? I didn't catch that.
Mistrill.
Does that make is that a proper noun? I mean, is that a name? Is that
It's a
does
name.
that name
Yeah, it is.
does that name ring a bell to any of our lore buffs?
Let's go ahead and roll some history checks.
18.
15.
12.
28.
Dang.
Oh, sorry, 27.
Dang.
Mistrill is a fallen goddess.
Okay.
Mistral.
Yeah, and
Meow.
you
Zarya says Mistral.
to learn any more information about like the different practices of the followers of Mistrill, you'll have to roll a religion check.
Okay. I'm pretty good at that one too.
She is.
17.
So you're kind of sitting there trying to remember everything that you can about Mistrill, and you're kind of repeating the words in your head, and then you're reminded of a holy gesture among the adherents of the fallen goddess that involved turning the head downward and raising the hands as if holding a lamp.
Do that.
So you do that, and there is
Are
a
you interpretive dancing right
Yes.
there is no change in the room that you can tell.
Do I hear anything?
What are you doing?
Let's.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just had a thought. I remembered I saw in a book that a drawing of Mistral followers doing a thing. I don't know.
Did it require like incense or an
I
actual
don't
lamp,
know.
perhaps?
Maybe
Say
sacrifice.
let's all try it together. See
Okay.
if anything happens.
All right. So I explained to them what to do.
Okay.
So everybody downcast their head. They
I'll
raise
take a
their
knee as
hands.
well.
Yeah. Let's see it. There we go. There we go. I'm assuming the remote people are doing it remotely.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Good.
Wait, the camera wasn't on the people. It was on the map.
Oh no.
Deleted scene.
So as everybody kind of does it together, you feel the slightest breeze as the door cracks open a little bit on its own.
Ooh.
We do it harder.
It beckons us. It beckons us.
More like one of those animes where they just like use my force.
And then
to
the,
open door.
the background turns into light and it's just like... Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go to the door. And obviously we're wanted there.
All right. So you push open the
There
door.
you go. Okay.
Yep.
No more.
Nothing happens.
That's
So
it.
there's no traps. There's no
No.
mosaics that attack you.
Let me check for traps a little better this time.
If this oracle, do we remember if he worshipped this fallen goddess?
Hold on.
No.
Daenerys?
You don't
No.
remember if...
I don't think he did. I don't know. He might have.
It's
Deuteronomy.
peculiar that someone, a man of arcane,
He might
have
have.
a worship place.
I don't know that he worshipped. Maybe they were friendly.
Maybe he was a god lover.
Maybe she fell because of him.
what was your trap check there?
Like Hera.
It was, sorry, I didn't even roll. It was a 23.
Yep, no traps. So you open up the room into a throne room with a massive dais in the center that is the throne, resembling a floating cloud concealing a golden sun. Seated on the throne is a 12-foot tall, regal, and well-muscled humanoid male with a flowing white beard and purple toga. And as you approach, he beckons you forward, and he goes, "Welcome to the tomb of Daenerys." And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Oh, snap!
Dang it, Bobby! Why don't you go outside and play like a real boy?
I got to.
Hey, Bobby, how do you get an F in English, boy? You speak English.
So I'm giving Thornock and Ari inspiration for their conversation. That was some good stuff there.
That was nice. I will admit.
Yeah,
That was nice.
that was nice.
That was nice.
That was nice, guys. That was nice.
I've been meaning to do that for a long time.
The time just didn't seem appropriate before.
But we just never got a point where it was just the two of us.
We never had a moment alone.
Just the two of
Yeah.
us.
Just the two of us, and it's a montage of all the chances you had and didn't take.
Just two of us.
I don't feel like there were that many chances, but it's okay.
Come on up. There's chances you're eating, sitting at the bar drinking, you look at each other and go, and look away.
That's fair.
So that's 385 experience for the Chimera.
Nice.
Way to go, you lost some XP because we didn't kill it.
Sorry.
Just kidding.
Actually, I'm going to give you inspiration for that as well. That was a very creative way to take out a Chimera. And that, I believe, is it for tonight. So
average should be like around 58, 200.
Yep.
58.
58, 221.
How much did you say it was? Sorry, 385?
Yep, 385.
385. 385.
385.
Damn cheese pie. You went there.
Yep, I did.
I have no idea what you just did.
Get low, get low, get low, get low. And I'll stop there. This is a family channel.
Skeet.
So my mind went to, give me fucking five, give it down. Double
I'm
jump
gonna go because it's 1 o'clock in the morning here and I've got a meeting to get to. And
Good luck.
Roger,
Good
Dodger.
night. Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Hey guys, I am not going to be available next week. I'm going to be in Chicago, and I've got something planned for Thursday evening. So,
Okay.
I could actually do it a different night next week, like if we wanted to change it to a Wednesday or something on a one-off. But otherwise, I'm out.
We'll talk about it and see what everybody's situation is through an email. Sounds good.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. That was fun. Good night.
Thanks.
Bye.
Guys. See ya.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Any of the announcements?
Nope.
Before we close up? Alright, guys.
Bye. Have fun.
Thanks for coming.